Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have worked with Spring REST APIs before, you probably used different tools for different test scenarios like MockMvc for MVC test, WebTestClient for reactive test, and TestRestTemplate for full HTTP test. Each one had different APIs, different styles, and different configurations models. This caused confusion and also duplicate kind of learning effort. Here, the REST test client was introduced in Spring Framework 7 and it is fully integrated in Spring Boot 4. REST test client is unified fluent testing API that works across all testing layers from unit test to full end-to-end HTTP test. Let's try to understand what's new in Spring Boot 4 that make this basically powerful, right? Try to understand benefits of Spring Boot 4 about unified testing experience. Before Spring Boot 4, we have used different tools, different DSLs, different configurations, and also switching between this mental switching we can say. Okay, with this Spring Boot 4, there is only one fluent API, one assertion style, and one learning curve. So that means you are no longer need to manually switch between MockMvc syntax and the web test client syntax. The REST test clients give you a single consistent developer experience. With this also it's having a better pyramid alignment like faster feedback loops, clear separations of test layers, clean architecture boundaries. Now try to understand REST test client directly support this via bindToController where we can do the unit testing, bindToMockMvc, it will be a MVC Slice Test, then bindToApplicationContext, it will be the integration test, then bindToServer, it will be a end-to-end testing. And now if we want to do testing of the WebFlux, then basically we need to use bindToRouterFunction. So Spring Boot 4 encourages structured testing. The REST test client perfectly maps to the test pyramids. So what we are going to cover in this tutorial, we are going to cover understanding all these testing approaches, implement each one step by step, and also we are going to compare when to use which. Build a real testing strategy aligned with this Spring Boot 4. If you are upgrading to Spring Boot 4 or starting a new project in 2026, REST test client should be your default REST testing strategy. Now basically if you want to just we go some more detail about this, like what is bindToController. So bindToController is it will initiate the controller manually, doesn't start the Spring, no application context and the no auto configurations. bindToMockMvc, it will basically start the Spring MVC test slice, it will load the dispatcher sublet, it will also load the controller advice, and also it will apply the validation. And the bindToApplicationContext, it will start the full Spring Boot context, load all beans, load repositories, load services, and also it will apply auto configurations, but it will like doesn't start the real HTTP server. Now if we talked about the HTTP server, then it will help the another scenarios, that will be the bindToServer end-to-end test. It will basically start the embedded server, then it will opens the real HTTP port and also makes real HTTP call. So that means it will be the perform the end-to-end test. And the number 5 and the last one is the functional WebFlux test, that is a bindToRouterFunction. Okay, so next we will see all this example in we'll create one applications, and over there we're going to implement one by one approaches. Okay, so first of all, let's create one project, and then we are going to import over here, and then we'll see how we are going to write the program, so that we can understand that how to we can write, means we can use the REST test client to perform all these different types of approaches to test a run. Let's create the program. So I have created one Spring Boot application from the Spring IO website, and what dependencies basically I have added. Let's go through this pom.xml file. So here if you see that I have used this WebMvc test. Okay, that's two dependencies I have used. Okay, so now first of all, to test our application, first of all we need to create, or we need to write some kind of controller, right? So first of all, we have defined one this to do record, which contains this id, user id, title, and it is completed or not. Okay, so this is a simple record that we have created. Now we have created one simple controller where basically it will directly return the response from this controller, means we don't have any kind of service over here. So if you see that this find all basically return the response from over here, this is it will return the list of to dos, and it will search by id. Then we have write one service layer which will basically talk with the another external API, and that will give us the response. Like if you see that REST client dot builder, from over here it will call with this JSON placeholder. It is a kind of it will give us the already built data. We don't need to pre-populate anything. Okay, and then the find all will return all the data from this side, and find by id it will uh, pull the data based on the id from this side. Okay, so in this to do controller, this is basically inject this to do service. We did the constructor injection over here, and find all method it will find all, call the find all, and find by id it will call by the find by id. So this one is a simple controller which doesn't invoke the service, it will directly call this one, and another controller which invoke this to do service, which will call invoking this service over here, and then it will call the find all and find by id. Now we need to write test cases one by one, and then we will see the output for it. So first of all, we need to see this to call this simple controller one right here. So as you can see, it doesn't call any service layer. So let me close this one. Let me create one class over here, new class, simple controller, which will basically example to the bindToController. Okay, so first of all we need to use the REST client, REST test client. Okay, then we need to set up this client. So for each test cases it will be called for before each. So that means we need to use the before each, and here we are building this client. How we are building? RestTestClient dot bindToController, right? That means we are going to use the bindToController, and here we are passing this controller and then dot build. So it will basically build the REST test client. Now we need to call our find all to dos, that method, right? So let me copy some code. Okay, so this is the find all to dos. Okay, what it will do, it will call this API, then exchange. What we are expecting, this we are expecting the it will be okay, is okay return, and then it will return the response body. This is the list of to dos, and the size will be 1, because if you go in the controller, this simple controller, it will return the data 1, right? So the size will be 1, and the first to dos will be title will be the first to dos. If similar to that, like find by like to do's by ID, then we need to pass this as ID as 1. The status will be is okay, expected body is to do, because if you see over here the expected is the to do in the body. And then we have performing some assertions like the ID, user ID, titles, and the completed is true or not. Let's try to run this class. It will work first because here we don't have any like any kind of service layer injection, right? So it will work faster. So if you see, all are passed now, right? Similar to that, we have created another test cases where now we are going to inject this. Okay, one more point, how we are going to understand, like if you see this, as we are testing this to do simple controller, so that's why we have passed over here. So we need to pass the controller, that what controller we need to test basically. Now we need to check this one, to do controller, where basically the service layer is injecting, right? So let's create another class over here, this controller, and then here. So similar kind of approach you need to took over here. First of all, we need to create the RestTestClient and then to do service, and then we need to, like inside of the before each, we need to create the inject the to do service as well as the RestTestClient. Okay, so here if you see that once this to do service find all method will be executed, then it will return this list of details. And also we are setting the client over here, bindToController, and here we are passing the to do controller. And also while initializing this, creating this to do controller, then we need to pass this service because we did the constructor injections over there, right? Now we need to similar kind of method over here. Let's say find all. Okay, it will be same for overall all the test cases. Okay, so similar approach, the status will be okay and the response body, so the size will be 1 and the title will be fast to do. Let's run it. Yeah, it is passed. Okay, so this is the example for this bindToController. Next we are going to check for the MVC. So for that, let's create another class, MockMvc test. Here basically we need to use the WebMVC test. Okay, WebMVC test, and here we are passing the to do controller. Next we need to auto wire this MockMvc, then to do service and the REST client. Okay, after that we need to set up our client. So here we are going to use this MockMvc. You can see this, we are using the MockMvc, bindToMockMvc. Okay, now the rest of the things will be keep same. Okay, this will be the keep same. Okay, so this will be the example for the MockMvc. It will also work. Next is the like application context. Okay, bindToApplicationContext. So for that, another class we need to create. Yeah, so if you see this will be for the bindToApplicationContext. So here this is also similar to that. There's a no change. Okay, and it will basically call to the actual service, because once this service will be getting executed, then it will call the actual service. And if you see that the size will be the 200, that means it will be actually call the services and return the and get the response from the actual service and copy over here. Next is the server one, means the end-to-end testing, correct? This is the integration testing, and the other one the server test, right? So here it will open the port and calling from this localhost port, okay, and then it will call the services. Let it run. So if you see that, it is basically starting the server, right? If you see that it is starting the Tomcat server, and then it is, that means it will do the end-to-end testing. The Tomcat is started, and also the shutdown is also completed, right? So that means from the Tomcat is starting this one, from the starting to the, and also shutdown. So that means it will do the end-to-end testing. Okay. So today basically, so that's all for this one. Like uh, as you can see, today's we explored RestTestClient, the unified REST testing solution that is introduced in Spring Framework 7 and fully integrated into Spring Boot 4. What makes it powerful is not just another testing API, it is the fact that is bring consistency across all layers of testing. Instead of switching between MockMvc, WebTestClient and TestRestTemplate, we now use one fluent client that works everywhere, from simple unit test to the full production like end-to-end test. Correct? So what you saw, how this bindToController help us to write extremely fast unit test. Again, for the MockMvc allow us to test validation and the securities. bindToApplicationContext, it's enable real integration testing with the database, correct? Next one, bindToServer, that gives us the full HTTP end-to-end confidence, and bindToRouterFunction that supports the reactive functional endpoints over here. So if you are starting a new project in Spring Boot 4 or upgrading an existing one, rested this one that REST test client should be your default strategy for REST API testing. Correct? If this tutorial help you understand the full testing strategy in Spring Boot 4, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. In the next video, we'll go deeper into advanced scenarios including security, JWT testing and test container integration. That's all for now. Thanks for your time. See you in my next videos. Bye bye. So, if you are starting a new project in Spring Boot 4 or upgrading an existing one, REST test client should be your default strategy for REST API testing. If this tutorial help you understand the full testing strategy in Spring Boot 4, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. In the next video, we will go deeper in advanced scenarios like including securities, JWT testing and test container integration. Thanks for your time. See you in my next videos. Bye bye.